was supposed to be an access tunnel, a routine reinforcement of a collapsed service route under the hills of San Cristobal, on the eastern edge of Bogotá. But when the crew broke through the wall, they didn't find concrete or soil. They found a door, no handle, just a brushed steel plate marked with 4 letters, SURG. They called it in. No one responded. So one of the engineers, Jaime Martinez, forced the door open with a crowbar. What he saw inside made him step back without speaking. The room was silent, cold, and full. Cabinets, tape decks, shelving units with carefully labeled boxes. Not dusty, not abandoned, maintained. Dozens of reels, hundreds of folders, each with a name, a date, a location, and one word in red ink: monitor. There were no lights, but the equipment still functioned. A few LED indicators blinked on the wall. An analog panel flashed. Then something clicked, like a motor powering down. They backed out. One of the contractors made a call to his supervisor. The supervisor told them to stop immediately. An hour later, 2 men in grey suits arrived. They didn't show badges. They didn't ask questions. They just thanked the team for reporting the breach, then told them to forget what they saw. The tunnel was sealed the next day, but Jaime kept something. He didn't tell anyone for weeks, not until a minor tremor in the area caused new movement underground. He was worried the tunnel would reopen, that someone would find what he'd taken. A reel, standard 7-inch, dated July 19th, 2013. Labeled Subject 038, active, still unaware. No name, just the tag. He found an old player in his grandfather's basement, hooked it up to his computer. The tape began with silence. Then faintly, the sound of breathing, shuffling sheets, a cough, then a voice. His voice. He was asleep. You could hear it clearly. The uneven rhythm of nasal breathing. The creak of his old bed. The ticking of the kitchen clock 2 rooms away. He recognized everything, but he didn't understand. No one had ever recorded him. He cross-checked the date. July 19th, 2013. He'd been living alone in a 1-bedroom apartment in Tusaquilo. No roommates, no visitors, no cameras. But the tape captured the entire night. 8 hours, from the exact moment he lay down to the second he woke up. The sound of him stretching, yawning, brushing his teeth. Every detail, every moment, perfectly preserved, but not by him. Jaime tried to digitize the tape, but every time he uploaded the file, it corrupted. Not scrambled, erased. The folder stayed there, but the file would reset to 0 kilobytes. He renamed it, encrypted it, tried an offline hard drive. Nothing held. Eventually, he stopped trying. He placed the reel in a locked box, moved it to his uncle's farm outside Zipaquira. He hasn't visited since. Over the next 6 months, he searched for anything related to SURG. No public records, no government branch, but one obscure forum referenced a defunct Colombian surveillance program from the late 1970s, a pilot scheme to monitor unregistered behavioral anomalies in civilian populations. The project was called Sistema de Unidades de Registro General. SURG supposedly shut down in 1982. But the forum included a redacted list of facility codes. One matched a grid beneath San Cristobal, marked as SURG A. Status: dormant, auto-maintained. A user from Medellin posted a strange story beneath the thread. He said his brother, a postal worker, once found an envelope addressed to a woman who didn't exist. No return address. Inside, a cassette labeled with her name and a date from 2009. When he played it, it was just her house. Doors opening, a phone ringing, children laughing in the background. But she'd never had children. She'd lived alone since 1994. Jaime hasn't spoken publicly. He changed jobs, moved out of Bogotá, but every now and then he hears a low hum outside his window, like a fan turning far underground. And once, on a train between Cali and Pasto, he saw a man in a grey suit reading a thick red folder. When the man stood up and left, Jaime walked over. There was nothing on the seat except a slip of paper with 5 words: Subject 038, now aware.